Polgar opens with the king's pawn, while Karpov counters with the Sicilian defense, aiming for a dynamic and imbalanced game. White develops a knight targeting the d4 square. Black brings out a knight to strengthen the center. White sacrifices the center pawn to open lines and speed up development. Black accepts the gambit. Black develops the knight and pressures the e4 pawn. White develops another knight, creating a strong pawn chain. Black solidifies the center. White attacks the knight on f6, threatening to double black's pawns. Black defends carefully. White prepares to castle queenside for a sharp game. Black moves a pawn to support queenside expansion. White castles queenside, signaling aggressive intentions on the king side. Black harasses the g5 bishop. White retreats the bishop, preparing a pawn storm. Black develops a bishop to connect the rooks. White begins a kingside pawn push, while black counters aggressively on the queen side. White centralizes the bishop. Black readies to castle. White safeguards the king with king b1. Black exchanges knights to relieve pressure. White retains an active position. Black develops a bishop, eyeing the center. White activates a rook along the e-file. Black places a rook on the open c-file. Both sides launch aggressive pawn pushes, aiming to destabilize the opponent. White exchanges bishop for knight, creating imbalances. Black keeps material equality. White's knight dominates the center, while black aims to counter with bishop moves. White positions the rook for further aggression. Black pushes on the queen side. White centralizes the queen. Black castles to safety. White's knight advances for queenside pressure. Black shifts the rook to defend. White maneuvers the knight actively. Black develops the bishop to attack. White preps a rook lift. Black repositions the rook to contest open files. White's knight moves to support defense. Black exchanges pieces to reduce complexity. White's queen dominates the center. Black keeps the bishop defensive. White pushes for kingside activity. Black reacts dynamically in the center. White locks the center pawns, while black pushes aggressively. White continues the kingside push. Black closes the flank. White exploits a pawn break. Black retreats the queen to defend. White repositions the knight for support. Black prepares for counterplay. White opens the f-file. Black takes the pawn to contest it. White's queen threatens the center. Black defends with an equalizing move. White sacrifices a pawn for activity. Black recaptures calmly. Queens are exchanged, simplifying the position. White creates a passed pawn. Black captures immediately. White solidifies structure. Black activates pawns on the king's side. White centralizes the rook. Black's rook dominates the board. White doubles rooks for pressure. Black defends carefully. White seizes the d-file. Black develops the king. White exchanges rooks to simplify further. Black retains a passed pawn. White's rook occupies the open file. Black centralizes the king. White wins the pawn, but black activates the king aggressively. White marches the king toward the center. Black advances threateningly. White ensures king's safety. Black's bishop becomes active. White controls the file. Black positions the rook for counterplay. White pushes a passed pawn. Black defends efficiently. White's knight delivers a check. Black captures the pawn. White presses with the rook. Black's bishop holds the position. White captures the pawn. Black defends aggressively. White retreats the knight. Black wins a pawn in return. White seeks counterplay with the rook. Black centralizes the bishop. White maintains pressure. Black keeps the king active. The rooks are exchanged. Both sides reach a balanced endgame. With the final exchanges, the game concludes as a draw.